23-1, it almost drove me crazy. In the cell all alone, can't let it phase me. I just want to make it home to see my baby. Loss is mine. Lost a line. What's up, good people? Cut this Meek Mill off. Somebody save me. Trying to please a bitch, it almost drove me crazy. Oof. How y'all doing out there? First day out officially. First full day. Supposed to be like 60 Monday out here in Philadelphia. So I cut the beard off. Cut this off. Oh man, where do I begin? Last thing I remember, I was being interviewed by Brian Hickey for the Philadelphia Weekly. That was on a Thursday. Then on a Friday, I got my ankle braces switched out. You know, I was under the impression that I could leave the house at 9 o'clock and get back in by 9 o'clock. You know, the guy said he remembers the conversation, but he doesn't remember giving me authorization. But yeah, it happened on a Friday, switched my ankle bracelet out. And then on Saturday, my auntie, shout out to my Aunt Lois, my little brother Reese Cups, you know, for holding me down. But Saturday, my auntie went and got us some hoagies. When they got us hoagies, it was a turkey. Oh man, that was the last thing I had. I got in from work like 11 after 8. Fell asleep. You know, while my auntie was out going getting the hoagies, I fell asleep. My little brother was like, "Yo, man, your box going off," but I'm in my sleep, so I don't remember that conversation. He said the box was going off, the house arrest box. So I went on back to sleep. By the time my auntie came back with the hoagies, it was like 12 o'clock. It was like noon, 12:30, and I made it halfway through the hoagie. That's all I was talking about in jail. Was that turkey and cheese with the hot cedar peppers. So that's about 12:30. Then I seen the sheriffs coming up the steps. So I'm like, my little brother was like, he said, I said, who they here for? So yeah, they took me to jail, man. I'm like, damn. I said, man, that thing was crazy, bro. I only been out for like a week. And I made another video, and I ain't gonna get into that. Cause the judge cut me, you know, everything happened for a reason. I'm not upset about that. I had to sit for like 3 months. Everything happened for a reason. I'm not upset. I met some good brothers. Like I got some new brothers that I met while incarcerated. You know what I mean? I just made the best of my time. Well, anyway, they took me. They had me in a van, very embarrassing. You know, they do it in front of everybody. Like 6 sheriff cars. And they took me to a CFCF. Got there. They had me in the intake. That takes about maybe a whole day. You're just sitting in this box. You know what I mean? With about 15 other people. And before you go into this intake, before you go into quarantine, where you're sitting there for about maybe a week before they transfer you. You know, depending on your custody level, that determines what jail you're gonna go to. So yeah, I went to quarantine. I think B block. And my first cellie was some black guy. You know, he was detoxing off of dope, and it was stinking, man. Like to the point where I had to cover my nose. So I told the cellie, I told the CEO, look, you gotta get me out of here, bro. I can't be in this room not another day. I can't even breathe in here. So I jumped in the cell with my man Eddie, Latin dude. Got the blue eye. Shout out to Eddie. Eddie funny as shit. That's my brother. And yeah, you know, he's helping with some things on the outside. So everything happens for a reason, man. I talked to your wife. Shout out to your wife and everybody. I talked to her. She's gonna, look out for me. And yeah, I was there, and then they transferred me. They transferred me to DC, which is like, you ever seen Michael Jackson's Thriller video, The Thriller? Where everybody looks like fucking zombies. Everybody's on drugs over there. Oh man, it's. Cause you go to jail. I peeped the game. Like I figured the game out. Like they give you Suboxones in jail, free Suboxones. They give you free drugs. You know what I mean? So people in here, they out here they might commit crimes just to go to jail so they can get free drugs. All you gotta do is have the shit in your system when you get there, cause it be in your urine, and you tell them that you're detoxing, you're on drugs, and they'll give you Suboxones. I went to DC, man. That's the worst. Oh my God. They transferred me to DC. I'm walking. I was on F-Dorm 105, which was just labeled Kensington and Allegheny. If you're not from Philly, that's where all the heroin and everything is. That's where the opioid crisis is, Kensington and Allegheny. But yeah, they had me at F-105. Get there, hear everybody yelling, "Yeah, put them all in, put them all over here, put them in one bed." It's like four or five, something like that. Y'all coming, and as soon as you get in there, all you hear is noise. It's like, as soon as you walk in, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 cages stacked on one on top of the other. 4 cages on the right side, 4 cages on the left side, one on top of the other. So, and each cage is 15 bunk beds. So you got 30 people in each cage. So if you do the math, it can hold up to 300 people in each dorm. And I was on F dorm 105. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Reggie, my man Reggie, it's my brother. Shout out to Izzy, his crazy ass. Izzy, shout out. But shout out to old head young boy, Leon Davila, my young boy, about 20 years old. I gave him the nickname Old Head Young Boy because he's young, but he has an old man's head. He has the George Jefferson, but he's only like 20, so I call him Old Head Young Boy. Shout out to Big Baby. He's the first one that came over to me and introduced himself to me. So I'm Big Baby, funny boy. Shout out to Hakeem Smith. I saw him the day I got released, which was yesterday. I saw him. He was going to he was down CJC, seeing his judge. And yeah, man, it's just a and it's hard to find people you can talk to. Cause all I do is I like to read. I play chess. Allegedly, he said he was a junior grandmaster. He was a CO. He had a tattoo on his arm. I cooked his ass. Me and other Latin dude that we used to play chess together. He actually came in our cell and had a chess game with us. I cleaned his fucking clock. That's what I like to do. I play chess in jail, and I read. I read the great books. I read The New Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander, great book. I read Mike Tyson. Oh man, I'm gonna do a whole video on Mike Tyson book. And yeah, when I go to jail, I don't talk to nobody. You know what I mean? I don't accept no food, cause you hear the stories. That's just me personally. I don't like taking nothing from nobody. But I got another video coming, about my man in ASD, Melvin Christian. That's my brother. And yeah, I was starving. In DC, you get one tray. Everybody's out for self. You know what I mean? Everybody's on drugs. Everybody's smoking the deuce, the synthetic weed, the fake weed, and everybody's on Suboxones. And everybody's, on some type of drug, man. I'm like, why would you want to be high around a bunch of dudes? I'm like, y'all weirdos. Y'all weird. Y'all sell your whole commie bag. You know what I mean? For some bullshit. It affects everybody differently. So I was in CJC with a guy, Caucasian, well, Anglo-American. That's the new term I'm using, Anglo-American. Got that from the book, the Sicilian I met in ASD. He gave me the book called The Day of Battle, about the World War II, and that was about freeing the Jews. But yeah, everybody's it affects people differently, that drug. Cause I met a guy in CJC. He told me that somebody he knew was smoking that deuce, that fake weed, and he was on a bridge with his girlfriend, threw his girlfriend off the bridge, went all the way down to the body, picked up a brick, and smashed the head, and he only got 2 years. He only got 2 years in jail for it. You know what I mean? On the label says not made for human consumption. So why I couldn't relate to a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like, what's up with y'all? That's weird to me. If I'm intoxicated or you know I'm feeling nice, I gotta have a woman around me. I can't be around a bunch of dudes. That's defeating the purpose. You know, but I'm back. No house arrest. Shout out, you know, I appreciate that. And I got so much to talk about in DC, man. That prison is hell. Hell on earth. So much to talk about. At nighttime, man, you got two-inch cockroaches, flying roaches that just come out of the water fountain, anywhere. Just come out of little holes and shit all around you. You got the mice that take over the prison. I mean, you stomp your feet, they jumping in your bed. If you got a bottom bunk, and I always get a top bunk, they're jumping in your bed with you. You know what I mean, they'll run through your commissary box and make a chi, man. Them mice and I seen a mouse jump up the steps, like he was walking up the steps like he was a CO, like he was a guard. I said, get me the hell up out of here. I was there for about 6-7 weeks. You know what I mean? Worst experience of my life. And when you leave, the COs talk crazy to you. And see, next time you come, bring your son and bring your father and your brother, you know. And they look like me. So it's not all about color with me. It's about the energy. A lot of demons in there. That's a welfare to work system. You know what I mean? A lot of welfare to work people become COs. You didn't want to, your whole life, you didn't dream about being a CO. You became a CO because you had to do what you had to do to make ends meet. So your life is miserable on the outside and you bring that shit to work. You know what I mean? Find another job. There's some great COs. Shout out to Miss Terry. Shout out to the beautiful Miss Johnson. At DC, I'm talking about DC right now. So I'll get back to some other things, DC. Y'all have a good day. I'm happy to be home. No house arrest. I go to work tomorrow. Shout out to my job. I'm gonna talk about them too in another video. You know, they held my job for me. I just want to see my son. That's it. Got a court date in April. See what happens. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have a great year. You know, I can get on stage and do my comedy. Oh, I can't wait. Go back to community, hit the gym, free membership. I got an alumni card at community college. Oh man. I spent my birthday in jail, November 26th. Spent Christmas, Thanksgiving, all them holidays, New Year's. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a great year for me. Be on the lookout. Peace. Oh, like this video, subscribe to my channel. That's all I ask. I don't ask for much. That's all I ask. Y'all have a good day. Y'all have a good week. Have a good month. Have a good year. Cause I damn sure am. I'm charged. Peace.